welcome you to the English News program on Lào Cai Radio and Television. In today's program, we will check out the following highlights. Announcement of the construction of a rail plant of Võ Lao Thao Industrial Park. Welcoming spring across borders art exchange program, turning Dao culture into tourism products. Following other detailed contents, please join us in watching the program. On the afternoon of January the 14th, the U.S. Ambassador to Vietnam, Mr. Mark Ivan Knapper, visited and worked in Lào Cai College.
In the 2023, 2024, and 2024-2025 academic years, with assistance from the U.S. Embassy, Lào Cai College has had the opportunity to receive volunteer English language experts for teaching and support, contributing to improving the quality of English language training for both lecturers and students of the school. At the same time, the Access Scholarship funding has opened up learning opportunities for many students in Lào Cai, especially those from disadvantaged backgrounds. The U.S. Embassy in Vietnam stated that it is ready to connect and promote cooperative relations with Lào Cai College in training, research, and exchange activities.
On the morning of January the 14th, the Management Board of Lào Cai Province Economic Zone and the People's Committee of Văn Ban District held a conference to announce the construction zoning plan of Võ Lao Industrial Park.
According to the plan approved by the Provincial People's Committee in Decision No. 3, dated January 3, 2025, the Võ Lao Industrial Park has a scale 1,000 hectares with 4 subzones for production, auxiliary works, and landscape, of which more than 509 hectares of land will be used to build industrial factories for mechanics, manufacturing, electronics, refrigeration, processing, consumer goods production, supporting industries, and deep processing of products from the Tang Lung Industrial Park. At the conference, the people were very excited and wished that the Provincial People's Committee would call for investment so that the plan could be implemented soon. At the same time, they requested the state to pay attention to land acquisition, compensation, and site clearance policies for the people.
On January the 15th and 16th, the Cross-Border Spring Art Exchange Program and the Vietnam-China Border People's Festival 2025 will take place in Lào Cai City. The Lào Cai Provincial Ethnic Art Troupe has prepared a special art program to serve the people.
The art program includes 12 musical performances, dances, and musical pieces, praising the friendship between the two countries, introducing the beauty of Vietnam, especially promoting the rich cultural identity of the ethnic groups of Lào Cai. The Provincial Ethnic Art Troupe has mobilized the maximum number of artists and performers of the troupe to participate in staging and rehearsing in recent days. The Cross-Border Spring Cultural Exchange Program is an annual activity held on the occasion of the New Year celebration of the border people of Lào Cai, Vietnam, and Hon He Prefecture, Yunnan, China.
The Vietnam Children's Fund, KN Herring Group, and Vietnamese Faces held a ceremony to receive and award scholarships to students affected by Typhoon No. 3 in the 2 communes of Nậm Luc and Cốc Lâu, Bắc Hà District.
Accordingly, 1,858 students from 2 communes, Nam Luc and Cốc Lao, affected by Typhoon No. 3, will each receive a scholarship worth 1.5 million VND in cash. The total value of the program is 2.787 billion VND from the family of labor hero Le Van Kiem Tran Cam Yo. This is a source of spiritual encouragement to help them overcome difficulties and have more faith.
The Vietnam Syrian Youth Union and sponsoring units recently organized a launching ceremony of the 2025 Winter-Spring Volunteer Campaign in the 2 communes of Tà Phơi and Hợp Thành, Lào Cai City.
At the program, Lào Cai City Youth Union and sponsors presented gifts and New Year's lucky money to students and teachers of Ta Phoi Commune's No. 2 primary and secondary school, presented a livelihood support model with black chicken breeds, provided financial support of 50 million VND, and commenced the construction of a compassionate house for near-poor households in Kang Village. The total value of the program is 170 million VND.
Currently, localities in Sapatao are making effort to implement various solutions to protect crops and livestock, minimizing damage to winter production in the area.
Mr. Janga ties over 300 maize squares of cauliflower and kohlrabi are only 2 weeks away from harvest. To protect his crops and livestock on days with frost, Mr. Tai regularly visits his garden, watering in the morning.
Early mornings like this have a lot of frost. You have to water to wash away the frost, then you have to weed and increase fertilization so that the vegetables are not scorched. If it gets colder, you have to cover the beds with nylon.
To protect his family's more than 400 orchid plants, at this time Mr. Ma Kai is using every measure to avoid the cold for the plants. In addition to shielding with tarpaulin to prevent drafts, Mr. Kai also uses byproducts such as sawdust and rice husks to keep the orchid roots warm.
Heavy frost affects flowers a lot. If you want the best protection, you have to cover with tarpaulin and provide adequate fertilizer. Then they will grow fully, and only then can they grow well after the cold season.
Along with protecting crops, Sapa Town also focuses on guiding livestock breeders to protect their more than 13,000 head of livestock. Agricultural extension officers, together with local authorities, advise people not to let livestock roam freely on very cold days, to supplement concentrated feed for buffaloes and cows.
89.5% of households have barns, 105 hectares of elephant grass are planted for feed reserves, and there are 5 hectares of dense corn to increase livestock feed for the winter crop.
The town also directs localities to closely monitor forecast information and develop plans to prevent cases where the temperature continues to drop sharply, and protecting agricultural production from adverse weather developments.
Recently, the groups Lào Cai people connecting through identity collaborated with An Space Accommodation in Sapatao to organize a full reenactment of the Red Dao people's wedding procession, attracting a large number of local people and tourists.
The reenactment of a Red Dao wedding procession, performed by artisans from Baotang district in Sapa Town, attracted hundreds of locals and tourists. Visitors immersed themselves in and experienced the unique cultural space, enjoying culinary specialties with the distinct flavors of the Lào Cai Red Dao people.
I found the wedding reenactment of the Dao people absolutely wonderful and very impressed with how it was done, showing the culture and customs of this place.
The artisans, including shamans and Dao people, although having never performed before, all tried their best to recreate the most authentic beauty of their ethnic group's unique culture to the people and tourists. This is also an opportunity for everyone to further appreciate and be conscious of preserving the cultural quintessence of the community.
We feel very proud to be chosen to perform here for tourists. From here, our unique culture is no longer confined to our villages, but is increasingly known by more people. We hope that the Dao Group will organize more programs like this.
We hope that these products will become art shows to provide to customers, as well as share with customers that the daily life of our Dao people will become products in the future. Firstly, it helps to share the culture of ethnic minorities to all regions across the country. And secondly, it helps these cultural products to always be maintained.
Exploiting cultural heritage to develop tourism activities is in line with the inevitable trend of an integrated economy. The efforts in promoting the culture of Lào Cai's ethnic communities have been actively contributing to creating highlights in each visitor's exploration journey when coming to this borderland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the program has come to an end. Thank you for your attention.